Hey everyone, it's December 8th and welcome back to the Videoblog. Yes, I actually got another video up on time, but then again, you knew that because I told you I was recording it last week. So, hey, I may have edited it today, I may have edited it last week. You'll never know. Anyway, this video is going to be all about reviewing another game that I recently bought and I told you I'd be reviewing. Don't be worried about if you don't like the topic. It's a short video review of a game. You can afford to watch it in case you're looking for gift ideas. And stay tuned for after Christmas. I'll be getting back to the topics that I still have a list of. I know someone wanted me to do a topic on Ichiro. I wanted to go into violence in video games and the whole scapegoating issue. So those will all be coming up after Christmas, as I do want to do my special video that I talked about last week, and I want to do a Christmas video talking about Christmas in general. And if I'm lucky, I could even use my mom's digital camera and film a few clips and take some pictures from my Christmas celebration with my family, throw those up in the next video. So let's get right into this.
We're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes.
Okay, today's topic is Smackdown vs. Raw 2010 featuring ECW for the PlayStation 3. I have to say, first off, the game is better than the other Smackdowns I've played. Granted, I haven't played since 06, but I used to like the games, and if you like wrestling, you'll definitely want to pick up this game because it is the best out there. Now, for the casual gamer who just wants a fun game to play, this game has a lot. The Road to WrestleMania modes are amazing. They got the voice acting down. The storylines for most of them are very good. Playing tag matches in the Mickey James story gets a little bit repetitive, but playing as the Divas is actually very fun, something I'd never tried before, and it's worth your time. The Creator Wrestler storyline is absolutely phenomenal and hilarious, and it finally gives you a reason to go out and create a character if you're not like me and Rob, who build our own feds out of our created characters. The ability to use the belts any way you want is very good. The match types, there's a wealth of them that are amazingly fun. I still, against the computer in ladder matches, don't do it. Just any kind of ladder match, don't do it. It's horrible. But against the person, it's fine because you face the same timing. See, the computer pulls the stuff off the ladder 10 times faster than you, and it doesn't stay down. The computer will automatically pop up when you knock them down, whereas you take realistic damage. Every other match type is phenomenal. They all play very well. They've got the controls down, I think, and the way they work the abilities this time around is very good. Now, there are a lot of downsides. On the PlayStation 3, not so much the Xbox 360 version I've noticed, but the PlayStation 3 version does every once in a while get a glitch where it'll freeze temporarily, the audio will keep moving, and then the video will snap back and catch up rapidly. It's really annoying in matches when it happens right in the middle of a reversal. Like, I have to hit R2 now, and it freezes right before you hit it, so it doesn't register your R2 hit, and then you get nailed by a powerful move. The way you build up stats, I think, is very good in this game, with the exception of they took out the ability to create a character default model and copy it, so you don't have to build up every guy, because building them up is fun the first time, but very tedious every other time, and it's very annoying, and it makes you want to, lower rate your characters. The other thing is, even on Legend, all the difficulty does really is change the reversals. If you pick quick moves that are hard to reverse, it'll be a lot harder for the computer to reverse. And even on Legend, I'm playing with guys rated at 55s who do no damage and can't take damage, and I'm beating everyone except the top tier wrestlers who have a resiliency ability, which makes them automatically harder to beat. I love the struggle submission system. I think it's finally something better than just the rapid button mashing and the other stupid ideas they've had that just don't work. I love the interactive stuff. I don't like the fact that they're very limited on a lot of things. The online, you can't put up any kind of music for your guys, so if you upload a created wrestler, which is great that you want to share your guys, but you can't put up any music or your created videos on them because of copyright issues by Sony, not by the game maker, so they can't even patch that, which sucks, because if someone makes a copy of someone you want, you can't edit their moves if they change them, you can't edit the appearance if they change them, and you can't put any custom music on them if they put it on. So if I loaded up my favorite character, Death Trap, you wouldn't have him, he'd come out to no music, and that sucks. So we had to actually write down formulas and make our own. You can't copy characters anymore. You have to actually either build them from scratch or download them, and like I said, you can't edit any downloads. I love that you can make a Titantron video now using your highlight reel clips. You can light things on fire in the Extreme Rules match. awesome. They definitely got the move sequences down. The entrances look fluid. The characters are amazing. The created character is so much deeper now and easier to use. I think it's much more functional. And the other major downside I have to this game is the career mode. It's really just cut and dry boring. You basically get a list of guys you can face. You have to beat them all to get stars, build it up, face the champion, win the belt. The idea of career mode is just to do this a bunch of times, win all the belts, and it's really boring as hell. But I think the Road to WrestleMania mode makes up for it. The main draw of the game is the Create a Story mode, which on paper sounded amazing, and it's what made me end up buying the game in the first place, since I hadn't had a wrestling game in a while. But the allure of making your own actual show with cutscenes and everything was great. And it does have a lot of options. There's some things you really can't do, but you can easily have fun with this for months and months. The only problem is if you're like me and you like to use your created wrestlers, you're allowed 10 created wrestler appearances. And I don't mean 10 different created wrestlers. I don't mean, anything like that. You get 10. Meaning if I put my guy in a cutscene and then in a match, I've used 2 appearances. If I use another guy and put him in a cutscene and a match, that's 2 appearances. So I can basically use 5 created wrestlers in a cutscene and a match on one show. So instead of having 500 scenes, I really have until I've run out of the ability to use my characters, since I use my characters more than the ones in the game. The final note I have is the roster is actually pretty good. They're missing a few key players. They could have cut out Festus and Jesse, since they're not even in there anymore and they're not fun to play as. They could have added Paul Burchill, Katie Lee Burchill, the Hurricane, everyone's favorite, Zack Ryder, a couple more, but I'm sure those will get added in DLC. All I'm saying is, unless they release a patch to fix the creator wrestler limit or allow you to keep your music or copy your creator wrestlers, it's really not as functional as they make it out to be. So the main gripe I have is, while the call sign for this was, it's your world now, it's really not. It's their world that you can control certain things of within their limitations, which is not as fun as it's made out to be. I give the game overall a 7.5. I enjoy it. If you're an actual wrestling fan, or if you've wanted a game like this like me, you can up it to an 8. It'll be fun, a side thing to do with Rob in between other games or other friends if they come over. But other than that, I can't recommend this for anyone except the hardcore wrestling fan or someone who just wants to bide some time playing some really fun wrestling stories. Because you can get a good 2 or 3 days if you play hardcore, or at least a week, out of just the Road to WrestleMania stories, and they're absolutely hilariously fun to play. So, until next week, I'll catch you all on the flip side.